Have you ever thought that the best way to create change in your present is to start thinking more about your future? Hi, my name is Stephen Witmer, and I've written a book called Eternity Changes Everything. My aim in writing this book is to strengthen us as Christians in the conviction that we have an amazingly good future coming to us, and that future is absolutely secure because of the work of Christ. In other words, my hope is really to strengthen Christian hope, the cast iron confidence that an amazingly good future is securely ours. I think many of us as Christians struggle with one of two problems, or if you're like me, maybe with both problems at the same time. On the one hand, we settle for this world. We're not restless enough for God's future new creation. And so we make our future, the future that God has granted to us, which is the size of the future new creation, we shrink it down into a future the size of this coming weekend, or our kids' sporting event, or the TV show, or whatever else it is, so small, so much smaller than the future God intends for us. And the problem when we do that is that the present cannot bear the weight of our expectation. It will always fail us, won't it, eventually? And we'll be crushed when it does. So we're not restless enough. On the other hand, many of us struggle because we're not patient enough. We know that the health and wealth prosperity gospel is bad news, not good news. And yet it's all too easy, isn't it, to make our own little mini versions of the prosperity gospel. I know I do this in my own life. So when I wake up in the morning, I want breakfast to be tasty. I want the drive to work to be smooth. I want the kids to be well behaved. I want the job to go well. When I'm on vacation, I want everything to go perfectly. I don't want any snags. And why? Because functionally, I want the new creation to be now. I don't want to wait for it. And the problem with that way of living is that often we're led to rebel against God as we try to drag the future into the present. We're not willing to patiently wait for it. Well, how can we as Christians be both more restless and more patient? And I think the answer is we cultivate a passion for God's future new creation. My prayer is that as you read this book, a passion for the new creation will be cultivated in your soul. I pray that reading this book, strengthening your Christian hope, will help you to be more resilient in suffering, more loving of other people, more hopeful for the future. And I pray as you read it, you'll be strengthened in your conviction that God's future is amazing. Eternity changes everything.